I'm on a dragon now. Hello everyone, welcome to the Shovelware House. My name is Zed, and I decided that we're going to start a new series where I just play random games for a bit and talk about those games, and then that's the series and those are the videos. Aren't they good? This is Ayre. It's spelled A-Y-R-E, so I guess if you were Scottish you could pronounce it Ayre, but then you'd be wrong, but then that's never stopped the Scottish before. This is one of those explorative indie games where you explore in an indie fashion, and that's the game. I don't normally like games where you don't do anything, but you'll notice I'm doing things. I'm flying a dragon, so that's a thing that you do. I do quite enjoy the odd game where you do minimal things. Like I quite enjoyed Journey. I thought Journey was, I think fun's probably the wrong word. Enjoyable is probably the word I would use. I enjoyed Journey. I don't know whether it was fun, but I had a good time with it. Much like your mum. So from what I can tell, the main gameplay loop, if you like to sound all technical and like I know what I'm talking about, even though I clearly don't, is you fly around on a dragon. That's it, that's the game, that's what you do. You've got a boost button, and the dragon's got a lot of... I was just about to say weight, and it makes it sound like I'm fat-shaming a dragon. Like he's a chunky big boy. He's a hefty super chunk. It's the usual thing where, you know, you're going to have to piece together the plot by finding things and exploring the world. The world which looks very low poly, which is good, because otherwise I don't think it'd load. And you're looking at this now and you're like, well, that's a very small world that you're in, thinking that it ends there, right? Oh no. Oh no, no. No, no. This world goes on forever. It's just... There's a lot of it, you know? It looks like a PS1 game, but when I say it looks like a PS1 game, I don't want you to think that's a criticism. Oh god! Okay, we survived. Because it's not a criticism, it's a compliment, because it's, like, this game is clearly going for a very specific aesthetic, right? Like, it's trying to look low poly and evoke the time of back in the 90s when I was in a very famous TV show. Oh no, sorry, wrong thing. And you can tell it's evoking the 90s because you're even collecting the crystals from Crash Bandicoot. So that's good. You're also playing as this 90s character. I don't know whether you can hang on. I decided that I had to just drop off my dragon and kind of zoom in, just so that you can see that we're basically playing as that famous 90s character, Wolf, from Virtua Fighter, which is clearly who that is, wearing Breath of the Wild cosplay. You can get off your dragon and kind of walk around if you want, and have a jump. I don't recommend that you do, because it's a little bit janky, would be the best way to put it. I mean, look at that. You can go all over there. You can do the Skyrim thing. It's like, see that mountain? You can fly up that mountain. Although, you can't, because if you go too high, your dragon gets tired and kind of stalls as if it was a biplane. Because it's a lazy, fat Digimon. There's a statue over here, look. Should we go and have a look at the statue? Isn't it pretty? I mean, it's... I don't know whether I'd call this game pretty, but it's certainly not ugly. You know what I mean? Like, it's it is a game that looks the way that it looks. This statue here, by the way, has red eyes. It's a red-eyed white dragon statue. So yes, if you want a bit more precision on the ground, you can get off your dragon and run around as Ayre, who, I don't know, maybe she is Scottish. She's got red hair. Red hair. Ah, comedy. I love the look on the dragon's face. It's like the derpiest, Like, it's not, you know, a horrifying dragon. It's like, hi. Its front claws are perpetually in front of its mouth like it's eating an invisible sandwich. Num 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 num. And another crystal, so we're just going to go and pick up this other crystal. I don't know what the crystals do, but this game is very clever in that it plays to your innate desire as a game-playing person to want to pick up stuff. So when you see stuff, which you can do, because the draw distance is so far, because the graphics are so low poly and less demanding. Oh god, okay, we're fine. Because the graphics aren't as demanding and resource intensive, you can have the draw distance set to, you know, literally the end of the earth, which is brilliant because it means that you can see the stuff that you want to pick up from like miles away, which, when we talk about power in a console and the next generation of games and all this nonsense, and you've got the Unreal Engine tech demo and it's like, look how many tessellating teraflops we can do, like it's a Pokemon move. I just end up thinking, well, does that mean that we can have a draw distance that's, you know, literal miles? Because that's what I would quite like to have happen. Like, I can see that purple thing over there, right? I don't know how far away that is. Oh. Perfect landing. Thank you. Also going to go and get that one. I don't know what that is. We'll find out in a minute. Hang on. Boopity boopity boop. Hi, what are you? Dragon Rider. Prove your worthiness. No? Fly swift and true through yonder rings and earn a boon for your winged steed. Fly through the... okay. As it turns out, there's gameplay. Who knew? Oh god. Oh no. No pressure. But we do actually need to get a move on now, so... hurry it up. I mean, I appreciate this is basically Superman 64 with dragons. But I would argue the thing that Superman 64 was lacking was a dragon. And any semblance of quality. And good controls. And good graphics. And the ability to play it without it crashing. And being good in any way, shape, form, or description. Other than all of those things, this is basically Superman 64. You've got a little boost thing in the bottom left there, which you can see I am employing to a great success, that refills kind of randomly. I don't know whether you can increase any of those attributes. I don't know whether it's that kind of game, really, and I don't know whether it's the sort of thing it should be doing. And a big boost to the end. Yes, that was really, really easy. Oh shit, I've leveled up my top speed. So I guess there is... my top speed has gone up, so I guess there is a reason to be doing cool things, if you find them. Now, like I said, it's a pretty game. It is a little bit janky in the 3D animation department, but you kind of forgive that when you've got a draw distance from here to Switzerland. You know what I mean? Like it's the Earth Defense Force situation where the game, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, the game overall is lower quality so that the game can do more things. Right? Like, it doesn't worry about animation because it's important that you can move on all of the terrain. And I guess having, you know, too much of a complex animation system would make it difficult to actually get around when you can just kind of jank your way up the side of a mountain. There's these giant yellow pencils, which is excellent background storytelling from that time that we were invaded by a planet that consisted entirely of stationery. See, over there, you can see that there's some, I guess, wind currents coming off the ground, and I kind of want to know why. So, without any... Oh god. My dragon was getting kind of tired there. Without any provocation or, you know, the game telling me to do it, I'm just following things I can see. Which is nice, and I think that's another challenge. Things happening. Controlling my dragon with all skill. This is so much better than... I don't know whether anyone's ever played Lair, which is a PS3 game that you control with the 6 axis. And you kind of waggle a dragon, which I guess is a wagon. And it's a terrible, terrible video game. Not like this one, which is nice to control. Nice is the word I would use. I think I'd describe a lot of this as nice. I mean, you can hear the music, you can see the scenery and the sereneness. That's my... Oh, my dragon's boost recovery time is decreased. Sweet. So my dragon levels up by doing cool things. Which is nice. And again, that I think sums up most of my experience thus far. All of like an hour. I think for the first hour of a game, it's quite impressive that I'm having a good time flying around as a dragon. And there's so much world and stuff and things, and you just kind of want to keep exploring because there could be anything over there. And you don't mind having a wander for, you know, half an hour. This isn't like, weirdly enough, it's put me in mind of Death Stranding. It's not like Death Stranding where you don't enjoy the act of getting from one place to another. It's more like going on a car journey, except you're in a really nice car. And you can fly through clouds, and that's cool. Is this the one we already did? Even if it is... Oh no, it's 21 gates. Okay, I guess we found the intermediate level. I mean, no pressure. Chunky the dragon. Oh, we're flying through the clouds. This is hardcore. I hope there isn't a plane coming the other way. A hell of a time to find out that, you know, as empty and desolate as this world is, it's still got bloody Ryanair. This reminds me a lot of a game that I never like to mention because as soon as you do, everybody kind of goes, oh my god, it's overrated garbage. It reminds me of Breath of the Wild. And if you're wondering why it reminds me of Breath of the Wild, it might be because it's got a lot of minimal piano music in the background and everything's kind of green and rocky and open and very freeform. We're going to make this so easily. We are pro as hell. We've got an even faster top speed now. I think if you keep doing those and your dragon gets faster top speed and all that stuff, are you getting him in shape? Is that what this is? Are we doing like a fitness regime for a chunky dragon? You stay there. I'm just going to come and read this rock. Okay? Built in the Middle Age by the Earth Movers, the town of Indine supported the Night Wizards. The Night Wizards said that while the Sky Rider would never fly again, they always hoped that they could find home with their observatory. You got a typo there, buddy. It's a great game and everything, but you got your I before E mixed up. The Night Wizards hoped to send a message, but unfortunately, they spelled it wrong, and they were just mocked when it got to the other end. Like someone making a typo in a tweet that goes out to thousands of people. But no answer ever came. They got ratioed. Oh, I should probably show you that although it is pleasant and lovely and wonderful, it is, as I said, a little bit janky. For example, you can do a backflip. It's a really slow backflip, but you can do a backflip. You can also, if you want, just fall off. You can just do that. Just dive towards the floor. Do little spinny motions in the air. Just keep doing that. Just fall and fall and fall and fall and fall and fall, and eventually your dragon catches you. And it looks really cool and action movie-ish. A lot of cool things you can do in this game. Something else that you can do, this game has a photo mode. Here it is. Like you can literally just pause whatever you're doing. Take a photo if you want. I think that looks majestic. But what's great is you can change Ayre's pose. And then she'll just vanish into nothingness. There she is. She's T-posing. You can make her T-pose through a dragon. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Ayre for the PC. Available on itch and Steam. If you've enjoyed this look at an indie game that I've done very, very quickly and with a lot of low effort put into the production, then you should probably let me know. Leave me a comment telling me I really enjoyed the fact that you made this video. And if you didn't like it, leave me a comment saying, Zed, for the love of God, put some effort into your videos. And if you're indifferent, leave a comment saying, meh. And if you liked it, then you should probably like the video. And if you didn't like it, then you probably shouldn't like the video. And if you're not subscribed yet, then you should probably subscribe to the video. And that's about the end of the video. So this is the part where I say goodbye. It's goodbye from me. And it's goodbye from the Supreme Chonkulous Dragon.